Hi everyone, Earth Angel Tracy. I'm back with part 5 of this divine message coming through for me today. And it's a biggie, so bear with me. I'm going to get through as many cards as I can in this part 5 video. So what we are now being divinely guided to is our self-healing. This is for any divine masculine energies that are watching as well. However, predominantly is divine feminine that is seeking spiritual guidance and support during the twin flame journey. So we're going to start with I'll just show you the book so that you know what oracle deck I'm using. It's called the Inner Child Oracle. Now, this is the collective for the twin flames on their journey at the moment. So take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. So this reading centers around the healing and empowering of your inner child and to assist you, whether you're divine feminine or divine masculine, in navigating your spiritual journey and achieving union with yourself first and then with each other. Each card speaks to releasing limitations and embracing the self-love and aligning with divine purpose. Okay, so the first card that came out, let me flip them over. Card number 5, be true to who you are. Fear will not stop you from shining. So the message here is your inner child is urging you to let go of fear and stand in your authenticity, your truth. Often fear stems from past wounds or limiting beliefs. Releasing these will allow you to shine unapologetically. The guidance associated with this card is reflect on where your fear may be holding you back from expressing yourself fully. Use affirmations like, I am worthy of expressing my truth without fear. I am worthy of expressing my truth without fear. I am worthy of expressing my truth without fear. Inner child healing, explore past moments when fear silenced you or dimmed your light. Reassure your inner child that they are safe to shine now. Thank you for that affirmation, spiritual team. Okay, the next card that came out was Practice Freedom, card number 26. Release the weight of judgment. Judgment is you placing judgment on yourself. It's not judgment from others in most cases. So your inner child carries burdens from the judgments that have been impacted on you, whether that's self-criticism or from others at times. It's time to let go of these and reclaim freedom. Embrace your true essence. The guidance associated with this card is to practice forgiveness, both for yourself and others. Let go of perfectionism and external expectations and prioritize emotional liberation. Inner child healing. Visualize cutting energetic cords with any person or situation that has made you feel unworthy or judged. Affirm, I am free to be my true self. I am free to be my true self. I am free to be my true self. Thank you, spiritual team, for the affirmation. Okay, card number 33, speak to yourself with kindness. Become aware of how you speak to yourself. The message with this card is your inner child listens to every word you speak to yourself. Harsh self-talk creates inner conflict, while kindness and compassion will promote healing and self-love. The guidance associated with this card is to observe your inner dialogue. Replace criticism with encouraging words. Start each day with affirmations like, I am enough and I am doing my best. I am enough and I am doing my best. I am enough and I am doing my best. Inner child healing. Write a love letter to your inner child. Include affirmations and words of encouragement as if you were speaking to a friend. Thank you, spiritual team, for the affirmations. Card number 44, you know the way. Trust your intuition on this journey. Okay. So the message associated with this card is your inner child reminds you to trust your guidance of your higher self and intuition. Deep within you already know that the steps on your spiritual path. The guidance associated with this card is spend time in meditation or journaling to connect with your intuition. When doubts arise, place your hand on your heart and ask your higher self for guidance. Inner child healing. Recall a time when you trusted your intuition and it led you to a positive outcome. Remind your inner child of their inner wisdom. Just going to pause there for a moment while I grab a drink. Okay, I'm back. I had to get my lemon water. I was feeling a bit parched. Okay, so let's continue. Card number 20. It's time to celebrate. Cultivate an air of celebration today. So the message associated with this card is life is filled with moments to celebrate, no matter how small. Your inner child is asking you to invite joy and playfulness back into your daily routine. Guidance on this card is acknowledge your wins, whether big or small. Celebrate yourself and your progress on your twin flame and spiritual journeys. Dance, laugh, and play. Inner child healing. Think of joyful memories from your childhood and recreate one of those in your life now, honoring your inner child with joy and fun. That's a nice thought. Card number 31. Seek guidance in this. It is time for a different perspective. The message associated with this inner child card encourages you to seek support or mentorship to gain clarity. Sometimes a fresh perspective can unlock the answers you're searching for. The guidance with this card is this card means connecting with spiritual mentor, therapist, or a coach, or simply allowing divine guidance through meditation or tarot. The inner child healing. Journal about any situations where you feel stuck or unsure. Ask your inner child what they need to feel supported and then act on it. Now, the bottom of the deck card that came up was card number 38. You are enough. You do not have to give more. The message associated with this card is your inner child reminds you that your worth is inherent. You don't have to earn love, validation, or approval by overgiving. I think all us divine feminines on this twin flame journey have these same qualities that we need to work with. I think we've all been very much strong givers. So the guidance here is to release the pressure to do more or be more. Trust that you are exactly where you need to be on your spiritual journey and practice self-compassion and rest when needed. The inner child healing is write affirmations like, I am worthy just as I am. I am worthy just as I am. I am worthy just as I am. And repeat them whenever you feel unworthy or drained. Thank you, spiritual team, for the affirmation. Okay, so I'm going to continue on with the numerology of those cards. Now, the number 5 was the first one that came out. So it's be true to who you are. This is all about change, freedom, and growth, embracing your authentic self. And this is really something that we need to be reinforcing within ourselves, especially at this time. The number 26 was about practicing freedom, reduces to 8, symbolizing infinity and abundance and karmic balance. Letting go of judgment restores harmony. So that's really important as well. The number 33 was the master number that came out, and that's all about compassion and healing and spiritual guidance, and that your words shape your reality. So be kind and loving to yourself. Number 44, another master number that came out with those cards, is all about stability and your spiritual protection and trusting in your intuition and the universe supporting you at this time. Card number 20, celebration. So this is symbolizing renewal and unity. So celebrate the harmony between your higher self and your inner child. Number 31, seeking guidance, reduces to number 4. So representing stability and foundational growth. This supports a fresh perspective, bringing clarity. Number 37 reduces to 10, which represents completion and a new beginning, recognizing your worth and let this confidence carry you forward. The reoccurring numbers in the theme were the master numbers 33 and 44, emphasizing the spiritual alignment, healing, and divine support. So both the 44 and the 31 reduces to 4, highlighting the importance of grounding ourselves at this time and building a secure foundation for growth. So grounding meditations and also getting outside and grounding with Mother Earth barefoot, touching trees, plants, those sorts of things is really important for us. And number 5 is change and freedom. So the number 5, both 5 and 26, call for transformation and releasing old patterns. So what can we take away from the inner child reading that we've just gone through now? Okay, so we can focus on the inner dialogue, be mindful of what we're speaking to ourselves. I'm really encouraging each other to build our self-confidence, change our way in which we're speaking to ourselves, and nurture and love ourselves as we would another child. Number 2, celebrate your journey, how far we have come on this twin flame spiritual journey. Recognize how far you have come, what you have achieved, every small step, every giant leap, every lesson learned, every experience repeated and then learned. Whatever the case may be for each of us as individuals, we need to be motivating our inner joy that we have within ourselves and our inner child, that we are making progress, we are moving forward, and we are seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Number 3 is seek guidance when needed. So be mindful that it is a hard journey, and sometimes being on our own and trying to navigate this pathway is too challenging. So reach out to those that can support you on this journey, or research things, or use tools that we have available to us to help us get through a faster pace, and have some foresight in what is coming is also helpful, especially with the tarot. Okay, so number 4 is trust your intuition. So your inner wisdom is your compass. Let it guide you. Even in external circumstances, feel certain that you're making the right decision based on your intuition and the knowledge that you have available at that time. And if you don't, research things. Number 5, you are enough. You are enough. Release the need to overperform or overgive. Embrace rest, self-love, and confidence in your inherent worth. So this is really important. Okay, so we're going to jump into the Grace Oracle now. Okay, I'll just take a sip. Okay, so with the Grace Oracle cards, we had 6 cards come out, and then I was instructed to take the bottom of the deck card as well. Now, this one is about the collective twin flame energy at this time. This continuation of the reading integrates the Grace Oracle deck, offering a compassionate perspective for both the divine feminine and divine masculine. The cards reflect the energy of grace, patience, and surrender, key elements for harmonizing inner and outer unions in the twin flame journey at this time. Okay, the first card that came out was compassion. Okay. So with compassion, the message is grace begins with compassion for yourself, your twin, and the journey itself. Release judgments and expectations, and instead allow the healing power of love to guide your path. The guidance for the divine feminine is be gentle with your emotions, especially in moments of doubt. Extend this compassion toward your twin and recognizing their journey mirrors your own. The guidance for the divine masculine is practice self-compassion, particularly as you work through shadows and fears. Trust that you are growing at the right pace. The numerology insight for the compassion resonates with the number 6 and represents energy, harmony, and unconditional love. So it's a beautiful card. Grace Oracle deck. Oh, my hair is going in front of my face and tickling my nose. Okay, so the next one was receive. Message. You are being reminded to open yourself to receiving the blessings and support the universe is offering. Overgiving creates imbalance. Now is the time to allow love and abundance to flow towards you. The guidance for the divine feminine is practice receiving in all forms. Accept compliments. Rest when needed. Allow the universe to support you. The guidance for the divine masculine is be open to receiving divine guidance and support from others. Surrender the need to do it all alone. The numerology insight for this card is number 2, partnerships and duality, emphasizing the balance between giving and receiving. Yes, haven't we learnt the hard way over how important that is in a relationship? Because all my past relationships were codependency. Just moving my hair off my face because the fan's in front of me and it's blowing my hair in my nose. Okay, so the next one is number 3, listen. So the message with the listening card is helps you hear the wisdom within and the messages from the divine. It invites stillness and mindfulness in communication. Guidance for the divine feminine energy is tune into your intuition and spiritual team. Pay attention to the subtle signs and synchronicities around you. Guidance for the divine masculine. Listen to the inner voice urging you to step into your personal power and purpose. Silence distractions and focus on inner truth. The numerology insight associated with this card is number 3, and it's listening, being creative, and connection. So reminding that you're divinely guided and messages are coming through in unexpected channels and ways. Okay, so card number 4 that came out is patience. Oh, that's been a tough one for me. I'm a go-getter, so I find it really hard. And being an Aquarius, I'm always um, looking to the future, way into the future. So patience has been something that has been a massive learning for me. And my twin is the complete opposite. He's the most patient person I've ever come across in my entire life. He does everything slow. I do everything fast. So the dynamics of us needing duality and balance is going to be really important in our relationship coming into union. So patience has been something that I have really, really intensely pulled myself into alignment best I can and be self-aware. So the journey requires patience. The timing of your own or progress is divine and cannot be rushed. Trust that everything is unfolding as it should. The guidance for the divine feminine, embrace this phase as an opportunity to deepen your self-love and connection to source. Be patient with your twin as they work through their lessons. As I giggle because, like I said, he does everything slowly, hence why I feel like I'm constantly having to pace myself. Guidance for the divine masculine is to cultivate patience as you align with your purpose. Trust that growth takes time and your path is uniquely yours. Numerology insights associated with the card is patience vibrates with number 7, so it's spiritual growth and divine timing, emphasizing faith in the process. Okay, so the next card, 5th card that came out was gift. Message in relation to this card is you are being reminded that your spiritual journey is a gift. Even in its challenges, each experience holds a blessing or lesson meant for your highest good. Guidance for the Divine Feminine is to focus on the gifts of your connection, self discovery, spiritual awakening, and unconditional love. Recognize your twin as a mirror and a teacher. Guidance for the Divine Masculine is to appreciate the lessons brought by the connection and the opportunity it provides for personal empowerment. The numerology insight with gifts is aligned with the energy of number 8, abundance and karmic balance. Okay, card number 6 is the strength card. The message here is grace requires strength, particularly in moments of uncertainty. You have the resilience to overcome obstacles and continue forward. Guidance for Divine Feminine is to lean into your inner strength and Divine Feminine energy to stay grounded. Trust your power to create harmony and lead with love. Guidance for the Divine Masculine is strength comes from vulnerability. Accepting and integrating your shadow will make you stronger and align you with your purpose. The numerology insight for strength resonates with number 9, completion and spiritual wisdom, marking the end of the challenging phase and the transition to growth. Now, the card on the bottom of the deck, which I was asked to pull, was surrender. So the message here is the ultimate grace comes from surrendering control. Another challenge for me. Personal attachment to outcomes. Trust the divine plan and let go of resistance to growth and transformation. Guidance for the Divine Feminine is to surrender your expectations for union and focus on your personal ascension. Let divine timing lead the way. The guidance for the Divine Masculine is to surrender your fears and embrace the unknown. Trust that your higher self knows the path forward. The numerology insight with this particular card is surrender embodies the energy of zero, the infinite potential of source, and the trust required for new beginnings. So what can we take away from the twin flame journey on these oracle cards with such beautiful grace? Okay, so what we need to really look at these key notes here. Compassion and patience. Do the inner work for ourselves. Align ourselves to our highest timeline where we can meet the challenges with love rather than with resistance. The next thing is receiving and surrender. So the twin flames often give without allowing themselves to receive. Guilty. Embrace grace by letting the universe guide and support you, releasing control over timing and outcomes. I stopped using my timing tarot oracle cards as well for that reason. Because it got my hopes up and then it never eventuated. And I do believe that we are not meant to see this coming when union comes into place. So I have surrendered that definitely. Okay, so the gift of the journey. While the twin flame path can be challenging, it is a gift of deep healing, spiritual awakening, and unconditional love. Recognize the blessings in every step. Now, the numerology themes that did come into play with these particular cards, we will rehash now. So number 2 is all about balance, giving and receiving, and patience in partnerships. Okay, number 6, love and harmony. This is about compassion and unconditional love for self and others. Number 8, abundance, gifts and karmic rewards for perseverance. Number 9, wisdom and completion, strength in realizing the old, or releasing the old, and welcoming transformation with the new. Okay, so that's those 2. Now, going to move on to the healing oracle and the healing energy oracle deck, and continue on with the collective twin flame energy. And I had 3 cards come out and then 1 on the bottom of the deck that I was guided to pull for this. Now, Understanding that the Healing Energy Oracle deck, which brings soothing and restorative messages to guide both the Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine on their spiritual journey. These cards speak to healing, clarity, and taking empowered steps forward, okay? Now, the first card that came out, it's a new opening. So when one door closes, I am confident another will open, and it will be for my highest good. That's basically what we're saying here in this message, okay? Guidance for Divine Feminine. Trust that the challenges you're facing are leading you to new opportunities. A spiritual opening is on the horizon, guiding you toward deeper purpose and self-love. Guidance for the Divine Masculine is to embrace the changes occurring in your life and trust that these shifts are helping you align with your soul mission. Be open to fresh perspectives and possibilities. The numerology number associated with this card resonates with the number 1, symbolizing new beginnings, independence, and courage. I'm just going to mention again that whilst these cards have meanings on them, I channel through further information and more detail from my team, especially my angel Freya, who gives me in-depth information and breaks it down for me, what is for Divine Feminine, what is for Divine Masculine, any energies that we need to be aware of. She will guide me through that, and then she brings me with the numerology associated with it. There is no numbers on these cards, and I'm being divinely guided into what numbers are associated with each card. So I do my scribing by typing as I'm doing my readings, and that's why I pull cards prior to actually doing my videos, because I like to scribe with them so that I'm getting as much detailed information and guidance as I possibly can to provide that for you. So I just wanted to share that with you. Okay, so the next card that came out is the Calm. Okay, so the message with this one is I breathe, live, and grow the light within me. I do one thing at a time and focus on the present moment. Oh my goodness. That I so needed to hear. For me personally, I am a massive multitasker, and I can have 6 monitors in front of me and be doing 6 different things at once. And I have now had to really pull myself back into alignment and say I can just focus on one thing a day instead of multitasking everywhere. So that's what I'm now working on doing. So I valued that one particularly. How do you associate with it? Okay, so guidance for the Divine Feminine is to stay grounded in the present. When emotions run high, return to stillness and to reconnect with your intuition. Let calmness guide your responses to external events. Okay, see, I haven't even read this. I channel it through and type it out, so I don't actually take in what I'm typing until I'm doing the reading on video. Okay, so guidance for Divine Masculine is to focus on quieting the mental chatter and releasing anxious energy. Trust that calmness will help you gain clarity and stay aligned with your goals. Numerology insight. So this card aligns with card number 7, representing inner reflection, spiritual growth, and the divine trust. Okay. Now the next one is positive action. Okay, so the message with this one is I focus on the beauty in me and take positive action to manifest my desires. I create harmony in my life. This is something that should be repeated 3 times as an affirmation. I focus on the beauty in me and take positive action to manifest my desires. I create harmony in my life. I focus on the beauty in me and take positive action to manifest my desires. I create harmony in my life. The Divine Feminine is beginning to taking small but meaningful steps toward the life you envisage. Let self-love fuel your actions and create positive momentum for your twin flame journey. The guidance for the divine masculine is to channel his energy or their energy into constructive actions that support their healing and growth. Trust in their ability to co-create with your reality. The numerology insight on this card is card number 5, symbolizing change, freedom, and adaptability. Now, the card on the bottom of the deck that I was guided to pull was the me card. I haven't even seen this card before. So that was interesting. So the message in this one is, again, this is a affirmation. I allow serenity to reign in me. The love I have for myself invites harmony to settle within my being. Again, I allow serenity to reign in me. The love I have for myself invites harmony to settle within my being. Again, I allow serenity to reign in me. The love I have for myself invites harmony to settle within my being. Guidance for the divine feminine in this card emphasizes self-love as the foundation of your twin flame connection. Focus on nurturing yourself, trusting the union begins within. The guidance for the divine masculine is self-acceptance is key to your growth. Honor your journey and recognize that healing yourself contributes to the union's progress. The numerology insight for this card is an energy number 9, symbolizing completion, wisdom, and self-realization. So let's do a quick recap on the themes of the collective in this reading. So we're looking at the new beginning. So the journey may feel uncertain at this time, but it's important that we trust that the doors are opening to align with our highest path. Number 2, the power of calm. So inner stillness brings clarity and alignment for us. Both twins are being called to prioritize peace and reflection at this time. Number 3 is taking positive steps. No matter how small those steps are, meaningful actions and grounded in self-love will have a positive and powerful impact on ourselves, on our twin flame, and on our missions and journeys moving forward. And number 4 is self-focus. Healing within begins with us. By honoring yourself, you create the energetic space for union and harmony. Okay, so I'll just move those to the side now. And this is the last section of the last oracles of this this part of the video. So this one is about the Soul Truth Oracle deck. And they are really helpful in the way, and I'm going to show you both sides of the cards for this one. So if you want to pause it and do any of the actions that it may be mantras or affirmations or anything on the reverse of it, because you align with it and it really resonates with you, then please do so. Other than that, I'm using my channeling guide that gives me more in-depth information from my angel Freya in relation to all my readings. Okay, so the first card that has come out, so it's a collective. This is for both twin flames and the energy of both. Okay, this part of the reading with the Soul True Oracle deck dives deeply into the soul's inner work, bringing introspection and self-awareness to the forefront. These questions challenge both the divine feminine and divine masculine to reflect on their fears, desires, and alignment with their heart's truth. All right, here we go. There are 6 cards, and then one on the bottom of the deck, I think there were. No. Okay, no, it was just the 6 cards. Okay, here we go. So the first card that came out was, what am I most afraid of losing? Now, the message here is fear of loss can hold you back from fully embracing your journey. What you cling to reflects your attachments. Ask yourself if this fear is rooted in love or illusion. Think about that. What you fear losing is actually an attachment. Okay? Now, The divine feminine is being guided to examine your fears surrounding the twin flame connection at this time. Are you afraid of losing your twin or the ideal of union? Trust that what is meant for you will never truly leave. That's big. Guidance for the divine masculine is to reflect on what you're holding on to, comfort zones, ego-based beliefs, or old wounds. Releasing these fears will empower your transformation at this time. Now, I'm going to turn the card around and try and get it in as close as I can. It's more about the black writing, okay? So it's the black writing here. There's an action. If you pause that, you can do that action. However, I've also been given actions from Freya, and she has stated that journaling and meditation on this question will help illuminate hidden fears. So that's really important as well. Okay, so the second card that came out is, Am I Willing? The message associated with this card is the universe is asking you if you're truly ready to step into your purpose. Willingness opens doors to new opportunities and deep healing. So the guidance for the divine feminine here is, are you willing to trust the process even if it doesn't look how you expected? Really release control and surrender the divine timing. Guidance for the divine masculine are you willing to confront your shadows and take responsibility for your growth? Let this question be your guide. Okay, so again, I'll show you the back of the card and we'll try and get that soul action, today's soul action there. Now, Freya has said that the action that she wants you to focus on is commit to being willing, even when faced with uncertainty, and to sit with that thought. Okay, so the third card that came out is, Am I in my head or in my heart? This is a tough one. These are really powerful cards. Simple wording, however, really powerful. Okay, so the message associated with this one is, Freya has come up with, this question highlights the need for balance between logic and intuition. The heart holds the truth. The mind often holds fear. I'm going to say that again. She's telling me to say it again. This question highlights the need for balance between logic and intuition. The heart holds your truth. The mind often holds fear. The guidance for divine feminine is, check in with yourself. Are you overthinking the connection? Drop into your heart space and trust the unconditional love you carry. Guidance for the divine masculine. Your head may be telling you to run while your heart knows the truth of this connection. Trust your intuition over fear-based thoughts. Okay, so the soul action on the back of the card. And the guidance that Freya has said is, spend time in heart-centered practices like breath work or visualization to recalibrate. Okay, so the fourth card that came out of the six are, where can I create more space? So the message that I had come through for this one is, creating space means releasing what no longer serves you, thoughts, habits, or even relationships that block your growth. Guidance for the divine feminine is to let go of attachments to specific outcomes in your twin flame journey. Clear emotional and physical clutter to make room for your new energy. I actually got a download this morning saying I need to do a big decluttering of my home environment in a physical sense. So that's definitely in alignment with that card. So I'm going to be doing that over the holiday season. Okay, so the divine masculine's guidance is create space in your life for reflection and healing. Release distractions that prevent you from stepping into your purpose. Now, the back of it says, do a clutter detox of your schedule, home, and innermost self. Make space for clarity will come. And Freya has basically said, declutter your physical and energetic space to welcome fresh opportunities. Okay, so the second last one in this video is, what passion am I ready to pursue? So this message is, your soul is calling you to align with your passions and purpose. These pursuits will bring fulfillment and light your path moving forward. The guidance for the divine feminine on this card is to tap into your creative and spiritual gifts at this time. Writing, teaching, or healing work may be calling you now. Follow your heart's desires without fear. The guidance for the divine masculine, rediscover what lights you up. Passion is a gateway to personal empowerment and aligning with your divine mission. The back of the card says, for the soul action, I can get it to, there we go. And Freya has said, take one step today toward pursuing your passion, even if it's a small one. Okay, now the final card in this part of my video is, am I ready to let go of this burdened shame, or buried shame, my pardon? Message, shame holds you in the past, preventing you from stepping into your power. The question challenges you to release guilt and reclaim your worth. Guidance for the divine feminine, are you carrying guilt over perceived failures in your twin flame journey? Let go of shame by recognizing your growth and self-worth. The divine masculine's guidance is, shame around past mistakes or emotions is a heavy burden. Acknowledge these feelings, then release them with compassion for yourself. Okay, so the action here is, and Freya has stated to write a letter of forgiveness to yourself or practice a releasing ritual to shed shame. I did this months ago. I was guided to do that months ago. It was very, very good. Okay, so let's just do a recap on this section. So the key themes and the guidance that we have been provided as a collective is, number one, let go of fear and shame for both DM and DM. Are being asked to confront their fears for loss and release buried shame that blocks progress. Okay. Number two, be willing to trust. Surrender to the process and trust that willingness is the key to unlocking the next phase of our journey. Number three is the heart overhead. Heart overhead. Let's trust in ourselves that we're calling both counterparts to move from overthinking to heart-centered alignment. So we're being divinely guided to focus on what our heart feels, not what our head is saying, okay? That is for both counterparts, divine masculine and divine feminine at this time. Number four is pursue passion and purpose. This is a time to align with your soul's desires and take action toward your unique mission. Number five is create space for growth. Releasing attachments and making room for the new energy is crucial for both personal and collective ascension at this time. So I thank you for being with me in this, and I will be doing one more video as a part of this series. Thanks, and bye for now.